Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some urgent news from the Middle East that's been making headlines worldwide. In central Israel, a Hezbollah drone attack has struck an Israeli army base, resulting in the deaths of 4 soldiers and injuries to over 60 people. This tragic incident marks the deadliest attack since Israel began its ground invasion of Lebanon. Hezbollah claims this was a direct response to Israeli strikes on Beirut. To add to the tension, the US has announced its decision to send a new air defense system to Israel. Let's dive deeper into what happened. The attack specifically targeted the Golani Brigade at a military base in Binyamina. A swarm of drones, yes, you heard that right, a swarm, managed to penetrate Israeli defenses, causing significant casualties, especially in the base's dining room. While the Israeli military did manage to down one drone over the sea, another one successfully hit its mark. This attack exposed potential vulnerabilities in Israel's Iron Dome defense system, especially when it comes to dealing with drone swarms. The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, is intensifying, raising international concerns about further escalation. Now let's talk about the casualties and responses. The attack left 4 Israeli soldiers dead and 7 others severely injured. The injured have been transported to hospitals for treatment, and investigations are ongoing to determine the full extent of the damage and identify those responsible. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has urged UN peacekeepers to evacuate Lebanon, accusing them of shielding Hezbollah. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes in Gaza have resulted in the deaths of at least 20 people, including children, at a school, and caused further casualties at a hospital. The international community is expressing concern over the escalating violence and calling for restraint from both sides. The UN has even warned that attacks on peacekeepers could constitute war crimes. Following recent Israeli violations in southern Lebanon, the situation is becoming increasingly dire with each passing day. Let's not forget the broader context here. This drone attack and subsequent Israeli airstrikes are part of an ongoing conflict that has resulted in significant casualties on both sides. Gaza, in particular, is facing a humanitarian crisis, with over 42,000 Palestinians reported killed by Gaza's health ministry. The international community is calling for a ceasefire and a peaceful resolution, but the path to peace seems more challenging than ever. Meanwhile, justice for journalists also becomes a focal point. Lebanese journalists are demanding justice for Reuters journalist Issam Abdallah, who was killed by Israeli tank fire a year ago. This incident has highlighted the dangers faced by journalists covering the conflict and the urgent need for accountability for attacks on media workers. So what's next? The international community is closely watching the situation, urging restraint and hoping for a peaceful resolution. However, with the involvement of regional powers like Iran, the path to peace remains complex and uncertain. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for the latest news. Thanks for watching.